Angry Meow made a Cyberboard terminal and they send it to people in a really big box. Is it extra? Yes. Is it cool? Yeah. It's cool too. It's so expensive though. So the box is really nice. You've got like eggshell foam on top, just a little piece of protected foam here, and then you have the thing itself. Quick disclaimer, I tried to record this video last week by myself. I recorded all of it, and I was like, that wasn't the most authentic video that I could make, so I'm doing it again. So I have looked at it. I even changed the switches out, so it's not exactly what you would get, but I'm going to rebuild it with the switches that it comes with. So that is the plan. Also, I messed up the keyboard just a little bit because I forgot something. So I'm also gonna put this thing back in. Got tools, and then what are these? Looks like a bunch of stabilizer accessories, maybe. They sold it in two versions. So they sold it in a pre-built version where you would have switches, keycaps, and everything. And then you also had the option of getting a kitted version, which does not come with stabilizers, switches, or keycaps. So because I opened it before, I will be opening it again, inserting this thing, probably fiddling with the stabilizers a bit, but you get to hear what the stabilizers sound like. So in here, I have Kinetic Labs Husky switches, which are not the original. So the original are TKC Kiwi switches, which I'll be putting back in so you can get adequate sound of what it comes out to be. Everything is green and black. That's the theme. Green and black. So I have their Glacier keycaps on here, and I have the Kinetic Labs Husky switches. So that's the keyboard with Husky switches. It came with Kiwis. I didn't like it with Kiwis, and that's why I changed it. So these keycaps are the Angry Meow Glacier keycaps, and they're transparent. How many of you like the way that it sounds? You think anyone would pro game with this? Probably not in wireless mode, but if you plug it in, you probably could. It's really heavy. It won't move, and the prices are insane from what I remember. So their branding is basically the Cyberboard is inspired by the Cybertruck, which is already, pretty fancy. So this one's got like a special polycarbonate case that when I turn the RGB on, you're going to be able to see some of the lighting through that. The bundle comes with your case, your Kiwi switches, and your Glacier keycaps and stabilizers. Your bundle is going to be Your bundle will be $810 dollar bills. Is that a lot? That is a lot of money. That is more money than I have ever paid in my entire life for a keyboard. It's really not a keyboard that you just buy for the heck of it, that you're gonna average daily drive. It's more like a collectible. At least that's how I see it. So right now, it's charged up. You can turn on RGB. Ta-da! RGB looks very good. Now it's on. You can also change it. So display, battery status, super RGB disco mode, time, which is completely wrong. Not my time. You can change PCB lighting as well. Lots of different colors here. Maybe that's too much. It's really good RGB. It doesn't flicker at all. So I do need to take it apart. 2 or 3 days ago, I took this keyboard apart and I forgot this thing that looks exactly like a kind of silicone thing you put on your MacBook. I forgot it, and I was like, oh, it'll be fine. The keyboard will be fine. It doesn't need it. Well, truth be told, it sort of does need it, because without that, your entire PCB plate thing will just it moves. It moves up and down here. It's just moving like that. So it needs it to work. Also, your screen, quite the fingerprint magnet as well. So make sure you have a microfiber cloth at the ready so that you can protect your keyboard. The back. Let's talk about the back side. It's a mirror finish, and it would be much more mirror-y if I had cleaned it better. Little cloth. So this thing on the back is to let it charge wirelessly, because it can do that. Pretty cool, except I don't have a wireless charging mat, so I can't do that. Clean the I think I've actually damaged it, legit. Oh no. I don't know if you can see it, but at the top of that circle, I think those are scratches. No. Alright, it's fine. I just scratched it. It's time to take it apart. I'm gonna use their tools. Love the touch on the screws. Really pretty. Let me take one out so I can show it to you. Ta-da! Look at that prismatic finish screw. Amazing. Get out of here. And after you do that, you just lift this thing up. This thing is very heavy. This is where the batteries are housed. You don't want to mess with that. I'm the kind of person that's very accident prone. I'm not going to mess with that. So now you have your plate PCB thing here. Got some ribbon cables here. I don't enjoy removing these kinds of things. Maybe I won't. Flip up like so. And there we go. There's your plate PCB combo. And then this is the rest of the case. It's polycarbonate, it's super lightweight, and this whole thingy-majig, the screen part, you cannot take apart. So this silicone thing is supposed to go on here, and then you're supposed to put it back in. In terms of stabilizers, I think they sound pretty good. They already come installed with washers, so that's a hot swap socket. Between the PCB and the plate, you have this thick layer of silicone here for the plate foam, plate silicone, I guess. I'm gonna take another switch, the original switch, and what you want to do is you want to hold your hot swap socket here on the switch that you're putting it in. Make sure they're aligned properly. Put it in, and then you push it in. Because if you don't hold this thing and your legs are bent or something, I don't know, not fitting properly, you run the risk of disconnecting your hot swap socket from your PCB, which is really inconvenient if you don't have a soldering iron. Really inconvenient. The switches in there now are Kinetic Labs Huskies. I was trying to use the keyboard, but I really didn't like tactile switches, or I don't like Kiwis, so I removed them, replaced them, and I already changed it up. So I'm changing it back. Yeah, look, there goes my space bar. Pulled out. The space bar's a bit tight. The keycap set looks really, really good with RGB. I think it's really cool. They feel ultra smooth, but the only problem I have with it is the dust and the fingerprints and the hair and everything that this attracts. So let's put in switches. Since it's a polycarb plate, it's fairly easy. The other day I was doing aluminum and it was so painful. You hurt your fingers. Okay, a few more left. Looking pretty. Looking very nice. There's one wrong one. Easy fix. You change it with something that you never use and then you're okay. I do this all the time. Okay, it's really weird putting keycaps on like this. I'm actually gonna put it together and then put keycaps on. You go face down this too. Put these bad boys back in. I hate touching these things. It always scares me. I'm scared I'll ruin everything. I'm not even sure what kind of information goes through these things. And then the one thing you can't forget is this. If you forget this, you're screwed. That's better. And then you put this thing on. Terminal mode with these keycaps. Let's look at the side profile. Side profile of this. And then let me find a nice Cybertruck picture. Yeah, it sort of looks like it. Close enough. It's not that close. I don't like the RGB on. I prefer this on and then just all black here, and that looks nice. That looks pretty good. Spacebar sounds nice. It has very stable stabilizers, more so than most keyboards that I get out of the box that are pre-built like this. But also for this price, if it came to me and I still needed to work on the stabilizers, honestly, I would be pissed. For this price, I think it's definitely geared to collecting and displaying, like just somewhere over there and not really using it. It's pretty though. Imagine people going into your room and being like, oh, what is that? Is that a terminal or a matrix themed keyboard? I know this board is out of stock. I know that. So, you know, don't get mad at me in the comments. Angry Meow's always coming back with more cyberboards. I believe they'll come back with more. This one was terminal, although I'm sure it's matrix themed, but whatever, you know, whatever they say. It's green and black, and that's it. And it's beautiful. Follow the Discord if you're interested in collecting future cyberboards. That could be your thing. Or maybe you can go buy a Cybertruck from Tesla instead. Do what you will. It's expensive. Peace out.